One of the most profound spiritual teachers to ever walk on this planet was Osho. And Osho once said that if all the books in the world were destroyed and if I have to hold on to a single book, that will be the book of Mirdad. Listening to this, I was intrigued and I began reading the book of Mirdad. And I have to say that this is definitely one of the most profound books that I have ever read in my life. Today, we will go deep into the chapter 2 of book of Mirdad. This chapter is called On the Creative Word. I is the source and center of all things. So we will truly go to the depths of what this book is saying in this chapter, and we will understand how can we take control of this reality to create a life that we truly want to live by the end of this video. The Advaita channel is about consciousness, conscious living and conscious creation. Here we explore Vedanta and various other ancient teachings from India to understand the nature of reality and to consciously create our life. Now this is the book of Mirdad, and at first let me simply read the first paragraph of chapter 2 on the creative word. I is the source and center of all things. When you say I, say forthwith in your heart, God be my refuge from the woes of I and be my guide unto the bliss of I. For in that word, albeit so very slight, is locked the soul of every other word. Unlock it once, and fragrant is your mouth, and sweet the tongue therein. Each word of it shall drip with life's delights. Let it remain locked up, and foul is the mouth, and bitter is the tongue. From every word of it shall ooze the pus of death. For I, O monks, is the creative word, and save you grasp thereof the magic power, and save you be of that power the masters. You are too apt to groan when you would sing, or be at war when you would be at peace, or cringe in the goal's dark when you would soar in light. So, this book is written in a very different way. The book is written in Old English and in an old dialect. The book is full of hidden pointers and symbolism, but underneath all that, there is profound wisdom. What this chapter is basically saying is that I, the word I, is the creative word, and it is the most potent word because that I, the big I, refers to the infinite potential, to the infinite consciousness or God which is there within each and every one of us. And this paragraph is basically saying that if we truly understand and unlock this word, we unlock life itself. We unlock the secret to everything in this life. And if we ignore this word and if we don't understand this, we have missed the point of life itself. So let me break this down for you and let us understand the 5 key takeaways from this chapter. Point 1, the creative word is defined as I, and Mirdad says this I is the center of all things and it is the source of all things. And Mirdad explains that when one says I, they are tapping into the creative power of God, and I is the God's eternal and only word. Point 3, the chapter introduces the concept of Holy Trinity, which is made of primal consciousness, the Word, and the Spirit of understanding. Point 4, Mirdad also emphasizes the importance of understanding the true meaning of I and aligning it with the infinite I of God to achieve absolute unity with God and peace. Point 5, the chapter warns against the dangers of fragmented or misunderstood I, which can lead to conflict, pain, and separation. Now, these were the 5 takeaways. But now let us go deep and let us understand 5 lessons that we can learn from this chapter to create our life consciously and to create absolute fulfillment and abundance in our lives. Lesson 1 is about self awareness and alignment. By truly understanding the word I, we begin to understand who we truly are. And we begin to become more and more aware of our thoughts, feelings, emotions, and belief systems. Now, understand this carefully. The I is the infinite consciousness. And this I is described as the most powerful word, the creative word, and it is described as God itself in the book of Mirdad. But look at how we are using this I in our own life. When we say I, we should be very careful with respect to what we say after this. We should only put empowering thoughts and words next to I. We must say, I am blessed, I am loved, I am abundant. And when we don't understand this and when we begin to use this in a wrong way, we begin to destroy our life. When we say, I am a victim, I am poor, etc., we are unconsciously using this creative word, the most potent word, to work against us. This is the danger of not understanding the reality and this teaching. The second lesson is about responsibility. By understanding the creative power of I, we begin to take responsibility for the reality that we are experiencing and also the reality that we will soon create for ourselves. This chapter also teaches us that one's thoughts, emotions, and actions have a power over reality and they create our reality. Lesson 3 is unity consciousness. This chapter also talks about the oneness in all. Just like Adhvaitha Vedanta says, all the separation is at the surface level and the superficial level. Deep underneath, we are one as that infinite consciousness. We are the source, and this we must understand to achieve true peace. Lesson 4 is about overcoming duality. This chapter explains clearly that duality is where all of us get stuck in. When we focus on duality and separation, our life will become a life of anxiety, stress, and suffering. Only when we transcend duality and only when we understand the reality that is beneath and beyond this duality can we actually live a fulfilled life. And by understanding the Holy Trinity and perfect balance, one can work towards overcoming the illusion of separation and duality, leading to a more integrated and fulfilling life. The fifth and the final lesson is about mastering the mind. This chapter talks about the power of our thoughts and actions. Pay attention to the thoughts that you are thinking every single day. These are very important. Although we don't understand this, these thoughts are influencing our reality and the life that we experience. So it is time for us to begin to be conscious of all these things in order to achieve a fulfilled life. In conclusion, this chapter, the second chapter of the book of Mirdad, goes into a great detail to explain to us the importance of conscious living and the importance of the creative word, which is I. And it talks about the potential that lies for us if only we understand and unlock that word.